It's Umiing time!
Welcome to another video. Today we are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! MasterDuel and we are playing the new Fusion XYZ Festival. Let's go. Now you want to know the best watery deck to play in this event. And Konami, in their rudeness, has again banned our favorite cards, Pacifist and Umi Dragon himself, Kairyu-Shin, banned for this event, but that doesn't mean we're not going to play Umi Control. We are going to play Umi Heroes. That's right. Umi Heroes is back at it again. Let's show it off right now. What is Umi Heroes all about? Well, it's about playing Umi with very specific hero engines, alright? Hero engines very versatile. So what is our opponent doing? And what are we going to do to mess him up? Opponent playing Bestials and some sort of fusion substitute monsters. Not quite sure what that's about yet. Beatrice XZ sending King of the Swamp to the graveyard. So opponent has Bestials and they have some fusion shenanigans. Alright, well, what are we going to do here? We got opponent searching immediately. Opponent, what are you doing? Opponent is playing tier elements. Alright, all the questions are answered. They're playing so many fusion substitutes because they're fusing with the tier elements. Tier elements fusing into Rokolos. Alright, so actually opponent making a pretty solid board here with Rokolos able to negate a special summoning effect and a chonky Beatrice. Not the best board I've ever seen, but we do know that they have at least one Bestial in hand to banish a card from our graveyard. So how do we deal with this, alright? Because we could, alright, turtle the Beatrice and then super poly these two cards away into something, alright, because we got a Aqua Fusion and hold on, Aqua Effect, no, that wouldn't even work. Alright, so we can't turtle this. We can't turtle this and fuse super poly, so we got a better plan. Better plan. Engage. It's turtle time. Alright, we turtled it. Now, super polying this is not even great anyway, because if it's sent to the graveyard by card effect, it special summons itself back to the field. So we didn't really want to super poly it. Alright, what's next? We're going to activate Hero Lives. Pay 4,000 life points to get the Shadow Mist from the deck. We're playing one of Shadow Mist. If you draw this, just forget about it. It's out. Your strategy's offline. We don't worry about that. We're gonna get the mask change. Mask change it up. Make the Masked Hero Dark Law. Very good versus tier elements. Because any card opponent sends to the graveyard is banished instead. And if they add a card to their hand, we banish a random card from their hand. So Masked Hero Dark Law, a very powerful hero engine, although not the most consistent because of the bricky Shadow Mist. Also very expensive because Hero Lives, you know, expensive card, a lot of URs, and I don't know if you don't already have this because you love heroes. This is not something I would recommend investing in. This is more of a fun engine. All right, Dark Law, gonna really mess up our tier element friend though. They are banishing to special summon. All right, Druid Swarm, and if Druid Swarm sent to the graveyard, they can send a special summon monster we control to the graveyard. But luckily, because of Shadow Mist, if this goes to the graveyard now, it's going to get banished instead. It's not going to the GY, so no trigger. So we're good, alright? Now, we don't have a good Umi setup right now. Fish Sonar Push Dark Reef, not doing anything because Kairyu-Shin banned, so we can't like tribute summon him out. So we're going to use our secondary hero engine, the DPE, slots in any deck. Honestly, DP is so good, and our opponent's playing Bestials. Our opponent playing Bestials right now, and we're like, nah, we don't care. DP anyway. Opponent targeting it with the Kelbeck to send it back to the hand, so we are forced to activate right now. Let's get popping. Pop the Beatrice. DP gonna come back on the next turn. Let's activate our Denier, and we got a very sneaky trick here, alright? Because we got a very sneaky trick with Heroes and Super Poly. The opportunities are endless. We're gonna Fish Sonar right now. We know our opponent doesn't have an Ash Blossom, so let's go to battle. Hit the Turtle Kaiju. Set Super Poly. Normal summon the Jellyfish. And should I have summoned Jellyfish here? Probably not. Alright, this is probably a mistake. But it's also bait to confuse our opponent. And it also gives us some options. Alright, because of Super Poly. Opponent. Normal summoning a Supreme Sea Mare, so we're going to get popping right now. Pop the Druid Swarm so it gets banished. Triggering. And we're going to Super Poly. Opponent summoned a water monster, and we have a hero monster on the field. That means we can steal it and super poly right into the elemental hero Absolute Zero. And if you watch my other videos, you know that means we have an infinite combo. We don't have it ready yet. But if we draw our trap that lets us banish a monster every turn we can destroy all our opponent's monsters. It is ridiculous. Every turn banishing all their monsters. Very powerful. Opponent hitting our jellyfish. Quite rude. Probably should have kept the jellyfish in hand. There it is. Sea Stealth Attack. Sea Stealth Attack. Now we just need to have an Umi in the graveyard, or yeah, so we are missing one other piece to set up our lock. Also, opponent is in the process of dying, so you know, they're probably going to die before we get to do it. But the dream, look at the dream alive right now. We are playing an Umi deck, and yet all our cards are heroes. This is the dream. Alright, opponent summoning Rhino Heart. They can't send anything to the graveyard. Let's pop the back row. Tearlaman's Crime is banished. No crimes, opponent. You're done. Hero lives. Again, a brick. Once you've used it once, it's done. Opponent, let's get him with the absolute 0. And opponent is out of here. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you my Umi Heroes deck list. And I got the Hero Lives engine, but if you don't have this, I'm going to show you a version of the list that doesn't play it. And, you know, we are playing Umis. So our replacement for Kairyu is the beautiful Citadel Whale, who, when he's special summoned, searches for the Sea Stealth Attack, places it directly on the field. So we don't have the Umi lock, but we do have the attack lock. Hopefully we can trick our opponents into attacking, into Sea Stealth Attack, and destroying their own monsters. Alright. If you like this sort of video, make sure to subscribe. I am going to be revisiting some of the older decks. I'm going to be revisiting the fish, the goaties. I'm going to be revisiting the Umis. And, you know, I think it's the right time to go back on the regular ladder and revisit those decks. We also got some new Umi cards, so I'm going to talk about those. Or not Umi cards, actually. New fish cards coming out in OCG. So I'm going to talk about those because those are going to be pretty cool when they do release. Alright. Now we did the classic play. Jellyfish sent our legendary Ocean of the Graveyard to summon the Citadel Whale. And now we get to flip Sea Stealth Attack face up. Get our Umi lock. We even have the Kairyu Dark Reef if we draw a second Umi. Opponent branded summoning the Fallen of Albaz, and Branded Law says activation of cards in effect that fusion summon on fusion monster can't be negated. But Jellyfish doesn't negate the activation, it negates the effect. So thanks to some rules lawyering, we are actually allowed to negate the Fallen of Albaz. Negate. You will not be stealing our Master Hero Dark Law. Opponent. Branded regain, letting them draw a card. And also Despian Tragedy going to add the Abuber to their hand. And now we banish a random card from their hand, banishing the Springen's Kit. An opponent doesn't want to see it. They are done. Look at that. Demoralized Branded. Let's go on to the next game. I will say, Fusion XZ Festival is probably one of my more favorite festivals. The only problem with it is that for some reason they left Maxi in the event. But you know what? Umi doesn't care about Maxi. That is why you'll see in my list, I'm not playing Maxi. I'm not playing Ash Blossoms. Because we don't need to worry about them, and we don't need to run them. Now, obviously, this is better when you're Umi locking people. But we got our regular old combo. Fish Sonar going to search for the Mega Fortress Well. We got a second Umi in the graveyard. We got 2 Sea Stealth Attacks. Let's flip up the one our opponent will know about because we set it with the whale. Opponent playing something. Generators. We're going to negate that. Opponent negated. No searching for you. Search negated. Opponent with the generator boss stage field spell. Opponent, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is going to trigger in our draw step, and we're going to negate with the jellyfish. And opponent, you're going to get nothing. No generators for you, and opponent is done. We're just tearing apart the meme decks. Let's go on to the next game. All right, on to the next game. Now, we got the Hero Lives. We got Sea Stealth Attack, but our opponent is playing Atlanteans. But hold on a second. Why are you playing this? There's no tuners needed because there's no synchro summoning in this event. It's XZs only. Well, hold on a second, all right? I gotta confess something. I really wanted to practice this deck. So before the event started, I played it in regular ranked ladder. So opponent is playing a regular ranked ladder deck against us. So they are going to be able to synchro summon. Opponent doing the Dragoons play. It's been done to us so many times. Or sorry, we've done it to opponents so many times, and now it is being done to us. Opponent is going to take a look at our hand and banish a card from it. All right, now listen here, all right? I'm telling you, person who loves mermails, that you want to take 1 copy of Ice Barrier, because you're going to be making us discard. I know it's coming. You don't want this in the graveyard, so you take this away, make us discard the other stuff. Opponent, for some reasons, taking our Sea Stealth attack. All right, probably because they know that Sea Stealth attack is dead right now, because we don't have an Umi, so they want us to discard the other cards. I guess maybe they don't know what Ice Barrier does, because mermails don't usually play it. Opponent making, hold on a second, what is this? Puzzle Imino, drop and dealer. This is not what I usually do. They are summoning Moulin Glacia, making us discard 2, and making the Moulin Glacia level 2. Interesting. Okay, maybe I need to write notes here. I'm going to write this down. Write this down. Write this down right now. Opponent turning Moulin Glacia and the random Link monster into a gigantic sprite. This is some spice, alright, mermail sprites. Although this is really just sprites. This is sprites with a Deep Sea Diva. You know, I'm gonna allow it. I don't like it, but I'm allowing it. Opponent going into the sprite play, getting the sprite to hand. Now the problem with this strategy is the same problem with all the Deep Sea Diva decks is, I guess it's better though, because if you negate the Deep Sea Diva, then you can still do sprite plays. Yeah, you know what? This is solid. Alright. Props to the opponent for comboing like that. That is very creative. They made us discard 2. They're going to do full sprite combo. Set up with Sprin. They're going to have negate a spell, negate a trap. They're going to probably have some more disruption as well. Look at this Beaver engine too. Masquerena. Yeah, Masquerena going to quick link on our turn. Opponent got negate of spells, negate of monsters, 1 set back row. Alright, pass to us. Do we draw the out? Well, we draw second Sea Stealth attack. Not ideal. But we can Turtle Kaiju them. So, you know, that's something. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, on to the next game. We got a great hand. We got the Umi. We got the heroes. Let's hero it up. And again, we are in rank ladder right now. This is in platinum rank. This is not casual tier. Alright. Fish sonar. Gonna get the jellyfish. We're gonna activate Sea Stealth. Special summon our whale. We also got a lot of copies of Instant Contact. Instant Contact lets us get heroes out. Also lets us get monster bodies to tribute summon. Also lets us go into XZ plays. So take a look at my deck list I'll have at the end of the video. We'll show it off. Opponent. Lightning Storm. Gonna remove all of our attack position monsters. We are gonna negate. Negate. Keep the monsters. I would like to keep my monsters, thank you. Opponent. Summoning Ecclesia. Ecclesia adding the Dogmatica Matrix to hand. We are going to banish a card from their hand at random. And Dogmaticas is going to be very sad right now because they're sending a monster to the graveyard to activate its effect. But Dark Law says no, it gets banished instead. It does not trigger. An opponent is so sad their connection failed. This does happen sometimes when you get really sad. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. Great hand. We got the War of Atlantis. We got the Sea Stealth. We got the Sea Stealth attack. We got the Dark Reef, and Dark Reef with 2 copies of Umi means we can activate the Dark Reef to special summon our Umi monsters from the deck. Let's get setting. Activate, send the Umi. Immediately flip it face up, get the Sea Stealth attack. Get that Umi back on the field. And now, we get Jelly negate, and we get the big whale. Jelly plus whale. Opponent, what are you going to do? Opponent, interrupted Kaiju slumbering, trying to destroy our entire board. I don't think so. Negate. Jelly negate. Opponent, what can you do now? Opponent playing Mincankos. Mincankos very legal in the Fusion XZ event. So just because I'm playing rank ladder doesn't mean that, you know, you're safe from this. This could happen. All right, opponent trying to steal our whale. All right, well, they're trying to equip our whale. So what do? I think we just let it happen. Although we really should probably dodge what's going on here with our Sea Stealth attack. Opponent summoning the Huli to send our whale to the hand. That was why we should have waited. But opponent going to battle. We get to resummon the whale from the hand. Opponent attacking our jellyfish. We're going to save the jellyfish. Opponent attacking into our whale, but it can't be destroyed by battle. Mincankos. Oh my goodness, Mincankos can't be destroyed by battle. This is a problem, alright? Can't be destroyed by card effect. We got the General Raiho coming out. Opponent, if they activate a monster effect on the field, you gotta discard a card. General Raiho. Hopefully can put in some work. Let's draw. Activate the jellyfish, resummon, or summon our other whale. Opponent Minkankoing. Minkanko rivalry, targeting a face-up monster, equipping it with an equipped spell. I would like to not have that happen, so let's dodge. Dodge it. Sea Stealth Dodge. I love the Sea Stealth Dodge mechanic. This is probably one of the most underused things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is this banishing as cost to dodge effect. Citadel Whale coming out, giving us another Sea Stealth attack. We got the Ice Barrier. Alright, now we gotta figure out what's causing this monster to be undestroyable, right? This one, its own effect says it can't be destroyed by battle while it's equipped. So, Ice Barrier will negate it. Non-targeting when an attack is declared. We can negate its effects. That means it will be destroyed, and they will take the battle damage from battles involving their monster, as is tradition. Opponent, banishing Slumber to try and search for a kaiju. We are going to negate that. We do not want our monsters turned into kaijus. Opponent summoning another Minkanko and equipping it with another field spell and summoning another Minkanko. And they are forced to discard a card to activate that effect. Very good. Very good. Opponent, Minkanko Reflection. Minkanko Reflection, targeting our monster. We are going to negate because opponent, you targeted our monster. Our whale says if you target a water monster we control and no other cards, we can negate it and destroy that card. Also, we're going to activate our Sea Stealth attack because we want to banish two things sometimes. We do have to worry about our opponent getting lethal on us by attacking into our own monsters. So, gotta pay attention to that. Opponent, banishing to add a card back to the hand, the Reflection, which I'm pretty sure they already activated this turn, but maybe they activated the other one. A lot of their spells look the same. So opponent, activating it again, targeting our Raiho. We are going to dodge, and we are going to dodge again. You got to do it on the same chain, otherwise it doesn't work for some reason. Dodge twice. Now opponent forced to attack into the whale. Opponent attacking. We are going to Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier negate the effect. Now it can be destroyed by card effect. Except, sorry, it's destroyable by battle. This is protecting from being destroyed by card effect. Opponent attacking with the Ha-Ray. That is going to hurt us. This one, undestroyable. We're taking the battle damage, but it's not over. It is not over because... Oh, opponent Ash Blossoming us. Alright, that was a big mistake. We should have done that on our turn when we had Jellyfish back to protect, but it's okay. It's all good. Get back the General Raiho, get back the Jellyfish, and how do we get out from this situation? Because this monster can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effect, and every time we attack, it attacks us, or we attack it. We take the battle damage from the battle. Hero Live's not going to be the thing that saves us. We're going to have to think about this for a second. Alright? Opponent choosing not to go to battle right there, for some reason worried about our Mega Fortress Whale coming out, and then I realized, oh my goodness, Whale was the answer. I wasted a whole round of turns forgetting about the Whale. Let's get second Jellyfish. Activate in the battle phase, get the Whale out. We're going to save the Whale. Whale going to come back. Switch our other Whale to defense mode. Wait for the opponent. Now, the Whale is the answer. While we have him, we can make our monsters able to attack directly. Opponent not able to do anything. We're activating the Whale. It's attacked for lethal time, and opponent doesn't want to see it. Minkanko's out. Minkanko'd. Let's go on to one more game. Alright, on to one final game. We got the Umi. We got the Jellyfish. We got the Citadel Whale. Now, unfortunately, Citadel Whale not searchable with Fish Sonar. I think that is a big oversight on Konami's part. That, you know, the OG whale that's in the art on the Umi, not searchable as part of the archetype. But, you know, I guess they were worried about it being Umi being too strong. That's why they always ban it in these events. Opponent hitting us with the Max C. Bit late, though. Because we're not special summoning anymore. Opponent preparation of rights, adding a manifested Minkanko. It's Minkankos again. Alright, you're going to see Minkankos a lot because for some reason they are fully unbanned in this event. So this is good practice, alright? Let's negate the Minkanko. Negate the Minkanko ceremony. Ceremony ended by the jellyfish. Opponent. Sending a Minkanko from the deck to the graveyard. Activating the Karugurura. Destroying cards our opponent controls up to the number of equipped spells with different names. Alright, so we're banishing the jellyfish because he's already negated something, and this will stop our opponent from being able to negate or pop our back row, which we would like to keep. Opponent. Summoning the manifested Minkanko. Popping our back row that does nothing because we protected it. Equipping to our Citadel Whale, which dodges his protection because it didn't target because of the way they did it. Normally you'd target with an equip spell, but because they just attached it from the graveyard to the monster, it never equipped. Very fun. Alright, we get the whale. Whale gonna pop the Minkanko. It is gone. Whale pops himself. Whale summons the General Raiho. Opponent. Preparation of rights. Alright, they add a bunch of cards with the max seat. Getting back the Minkanko Kagura. Setting a back row, ending the turn. Alright, we got the jellyfish. We got a lot of whale damage. We got ice barrier. Let's get to battle. Save the whale. Opponent. There can only be one. Alright, that is very mean, but luckily, this one is you can only control one monster each type. Alright, we got aqua, fish, and warrior, so we got a second fish. We gotta pick the fish we're keeping. Let's banish the whale. Whale gonna be banished forever. We probably should have just let it go to the graveyard. Attack with jellyfish. Attack with General Raiho. Attack with the Citadel Whale. And that was a mistake. I should have done the other order so that opponent died, but that's fine. Alright. Fortress Whale going straight to the graveyard because he can't get summoned to the field. Opponent Minkankoing again. Jelly negate. Jelly negate the Minkankos. Now, are the Minkankos all different types? Apparently, opponent not sure if they have another play, and they are done. Minkankos destroyed. Let's go on to the deck list. All right, here we go. Now, here is the version without the Darklaw engine. I know you saw Darklaw a bunch, so I'm going to show you the version without Darklaw, and then I'm going to show you the version with the Darklaw. We got Denier, we got 2 Atlantis, we got triple Jellyfish, we got 2 Ice Jade Tremoras, we got the Dasher, General Raiho, triple Citadel Whale, Mega Fortress Whale, 2 Kaijus, we got Feather Duster, we got 2 Fusion Destinies, we got triple Fish Sonar to search for the jellyfish mostly, we got triple Instant Contact to summon, we got a little smorgasbord in the extra, Legendary Ocean we got 3, we got 2 Sea Stealth 2s, we got triple Super Poly, we got triple Ice Barrier, we have the Kyroshin's Dark Reef, we have triple Sea Stealth Attack in the extra, things that we can summon with the Instant Contact. We got Neurospatian Marine Dolphin that lets us make a rank 4 XZ. We got the Moon Dragon of the Swamp, which is for Super Poly. We got Elemental Hero Steam. Alright, now this is a hero monster, which means we can use it to make Absolute Zero. And also, using Fusion Summoning. And also, it is a level 5 water monster, which means it works with Sea Stealth Attack. You can banish it with the Sea Stealth Attack to keep it on the field. And then opponent, if they attack into it, that pops their monster. We got Dark Bright. Now, Dark Bright was in here when I was running the package with Darklaw, because if you happen to just draw Mask Change, you can use Instant Contact to pull this out and then summon Darklaw using Mask Change and the Dark Bright. But if you're not playing that, then you can cut this card. We got the Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Obviously, you can Instant Contact with any other water monster and a hero monster to Super Poly. And if opponent is playing things like water monsters themselves, you can steal their monsters to do it too. Starving Venom, another Super Poly target. We got DP, we got Utopic Future Package, and Utopic Future Package you didn't see me use in any of the gameplay because every time I made Utopic Draco Future, he died. He was, can't be destroyed by battle card effects, and he's a monster negate. But I don't know, everyone seems to be able to out this guy. He's he needs help. He's not very good. Maybe we'll talk about other things you can try in Umi next time. All right. We also got the Stealth Kraken, also not showing up much in the gameplay because if you're XC summoning, bad things are happening. And we got the boy Zeus. Zeus it up. Sometimes Zeus is all you need. All right. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, we got one more thing to show. We got to show the version with the Dark Law engine. So Hero Lives. You play Hero Lives at 3. All right, you saw it in the gameplay. Play 3 Hero Lives. You got to play the hero, that one that summons Mass Change. Now it is a bit bricky because you got to search for the Mass Change. Where's Mass Change? All right, we're doing it live here. This is how decks get built. Mass Change. I don't know, where is he? Where's the guy who says Mass Change? Search for, oh, he's got to be a change. He searches for a change spell, not a mask spell. There we go, change. Got to spell all the word, change. This is how Yu-Gi-Oh is played. Hero, we got to put hero. The word hero has to be in here. This is how you find cards, all right? You got to know exactly what they are. All right, element to hero, Shadow Mist, and then mask change we play. All right, change, mask change, and then we play the Dark Law. Play the Dark Law, play the mask change at 1, and now with Hero Lives, you draw Hero Lives, you pay half your life points, you special summon Shadow Mist, you get the mask change, you summon Dark Law. So for that low price of half your life points, you can make a Dark Law for free. Not as good now with tier limits not being played that much, but it is an option. Probably not the best option though. And what do you cut to play this? Well, you probably cut a Tremora, probably cut a couple copies of Instant Contact, maybe cut a Warrior Atlantis, and then you can also cut maybe an Ice Barrier Trap and a Super Poly, but Super Poly pretty solid. So in the extra deck, you don't need all of these. Neospatial Marine Dolphin is probably the best one, so probably cut Steam Healer, or you could even cut maybe the Stealth Kraken Spawn. But yeah, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.